point in space. Then, without any hesitation, he picked up a pike and walked up to the gold-tailed lion. With a swift jerk, he dipped the pike into the bucket of lethal poison. A sizzling sound could be heard from the surface of the pike as though the metal was being corroded. "Go!" Raising his eyebrows, Xavier took out the venom-soaked pike, pulled it back, and threw it with a swift motion. Like a javelin, the pike flew with an astonishing strength and impaled the body of the sleeping gold-tailed lion. They were just wondering what the other party was going to do when this sight had abruptly unfolded before them. Cold sweat immediately flowed down Emperor Monty, Tanner, and Monica's bodies. That was lethal poison. Putting aside whether or not the guardian beast would be poisoned to death, it was a direct provocation to the other party. This beast had already been in an unstable condition recently, going around eating others. If it were to fly into a rage at this moment, wouldn't it slaughter everyone there? As expected, before they could recover from their shock, a furious roar reverberated in the air. The sleeping gold-tailed lion abruptly opened its eyes, which had turned scarlet. "We're done for." Upon seeing this sight, their hearts turned cold. Lowering its head, the gold-tailed lion saw the pike stabbed into its body. In an instant, its fury surged and it bellowed deafeningly, tremoring the heavens. Standing up, its massive figure, reminiscent of a small hill, became even more pronounced. Even without making a move, the immense pressure that it exerted had already made their legs go weak. Monica shouted anxiously, "Guild Leader Lou! Danger!" Even a Master Realm pinnacle like her father couldn't withstand the wrath of the gold-tailed lion. The other party was only at Master Realm primary stage, so how could he possibly survive an attack from it? She thought that the young man would retreat immediately after hearing her voice, but contrary to her expectations, he simply picked up another pike, soaked it in venom, and tossed it once again. On top of that, the area he was aiming for was the gold-tailed lion's mouth. The pike accurately stabbed straight into its open mouth, and fresh blood immediately gushed along the body of the pike. This time, it wasn't just the gold-tailed lion who had gone into a frenzy. Emperor Monty, Tanner, and Monica found the boundaries of their sanity being forcefully pushed on. The beast immediately swept its massive tail toward Xavier. Due to its astounding speed, a sonic boom burst the air. Seemingly aware that it would react in this manner, Xavier didn't panic. Instead, with a swift leap, he dashed to the spot around 40 feet away where he had glanced at a moment before, forcefully kicking at it. The vision before Emperor Monty, Monica, and the others blurred. The formation had once again been activated, concealing the interiors of the courtyard. Grandmaster Tanner widened his eyes. "The formation? Has it been activated?" To be able to activate the formation instantly could only mean one thing. That fellow had found the core of the formation. During that conversation, Grandmaster Tanner could tell that the other party didn't even know what a formation core was. Yet the other party had immediately found the formation core and even made use of it. Was this for real? Grandmaster Tanner's body shuddered, and he felt as though he was about to faint. The location of the formation core would change along with a change in one's surroundings. Even for a 3-star primary stage formation master like the clan head, without a compass and careful observation, it was impossible to find it. Yet without using any tools at all, this fellow had simply pranced about and with a single kick activated the formation. Even though he was seeing it with his own eyes, he couldn't help but doubt if he were dreaming. He thought that he had huge leverage as a formation grandmaster against an affiliation realm kid. But after seeing this sight, tears welled up in his eyes. "Guildmaster Liu, are you the Formation Grandmaster, or am I the Formation Grandmaster? Why do I feel like nothing but a fool before you?" With the activation of the formation, Monty and the others couldn't see the situation inside anymore. However, they could hear the infuriated roaring of the gold-tailed lion. Dozens of breaths later, all sound from within disappeared. "Let's go over and take a look." Anxious, Monty and the others hurried forward. They weren't too far away from Guildmaster Lou and the Gold-tailed Lion, and with Tanner leading the way, they were able to walk past the mist without triggering the formation. Soon, when they reached their destination, the sight before them left their eyes twitching furiously. The Gold-tailed Lion, whom the young man was supposed to save, had pierced pipes all over its body. Fresh blood flowed furiously down each of the 36 pipes, dyeing the entire ground crimson. The imposing Gold-tailed Lion, which had been roaring non-stop a moment ago, was drained so rage bubbling in Monty's chest. He clenched his fist tightly in anger. If he didn't give his all to hold himself back, he would have surely rushed forward to crush him with his fist. Even though the guardian beast didn't have much longer to live, and it had hurt some people during its rampage, it had protected a Titlan kingdom from harm for the past several centuries. Monty carried deep respect for it. Treating the guardian beast like that was as good as an insult against him. With a steeled face, he looked at the young man. The other party's face was slightly pale, seemingly sapped of energy. Upon seeing the trio, the young man heaved a sigh of relief. He weakly sat on the floor and said, "Its illness is extremely hard to treat, but fortunately, I managed to accomplish what was asked of me." Seeing the other party's confident smile, Monty was taken aback. Accomplish what was asked of you? Had he misunderstood him? Was he really treating the Gold-tailed Lion? He turned to look at the guardian beast. However, with this glance, his rage surged once again. The Gold-tailed Lion had its eyes tightly shut as it lay limply on the floor. Even its breathing seemed to have disappeared altogether. The Gold-tailed Lion is dead? Monica and Grandmaster Tanner also realized that something was amiss, and, turning their heads to look, their eyeballs nearly popped out. Suppressing his fury forcefully, Monty glared fixedly at the fellow before him. "Guild Leader Lou, what do you mean by this?" He had sincerely invited the other party over in hopes that he could create a miracle and allow the guardian beast to live a little longer. Never in his dreams did he expect that not only would the other party fail to cure it, but he would also go on to kill it. If not for the considerations he held for the other party's identity, he would have ordered his men to tear him to shreds already. "What do you mean by those words? I've completed my treatment." Seemingly oblivious to the other party's rage, Xavier answered calmly. "It's fortunate that my treatment went well." "Went well?" Monty's eyebrows twitched.